For the past 3 decades, Evergreen Enterprises has built a strong foundation in the wholesale production of garden and home decor in the United States through a vast distribution network that enables 3 thriving direct-to-consumer brands. In an effort to drive this further, Evergreen picked GreyOrange to revolutionize their operations, streamline deliveries, and solve for labor constraints by going beyond the traditional pushcart. By embracing cutting-edge automation solutions, Evergreen has embarked on a journey to scale their operations, manage high volumes, and ensure the timely fulfillment of orders. Here's what the team had to say about their automation journey so far.
We wanted to, bring scale easier without having to flood the distribution centers with labor. We were going what I call broadly 1.0 warehouse distribution, pushing carts. I would call 2.0 is lots of conveyor. We operate 4 distribution centers here in Virginia. One of them has a lot of conveyor in it for our direct-to-consumer. And then I think, the goods to person, or what as you refer to RTP, very quick. You process, I think, 35, 40,000 units in a day here. I would tell you an order that's presented as an at-once order is probably turning in less than 24 hours.
We made the decision a couple years ago to go with a AMR system for robotics. After a few months of searching, we narrowed into GreyOrange as the choice. One of the reasons we chose GreyOrange was because of GreyMatter. We like the idea that we got the software, the AI, the machine learning, and not just the robots.
So in terms of labor, we were running 80, 90 people in our piece pick operation. We've got 14 stations back here, so you got an operator per station, and then we run 1 backer per 2 stations. So you can start to do the math. Was that 21 people to basically run that versus much higher numbers before?
We're able to execute on a lower labor budget. We're also able to control the inventory better because there is a specific scan in, scan out process.
The process is more simpler now. Carts could get pretty heavy at times because the material could get right heavy at times.
And remember, you've eliminated all of the walking in the warehouse with this solution. They're working in a station. The goods are being presented to them. The screens are helping to guide them where they're going to go. The scanning. It's a much better experience from a picker who's coming from our old solution to this solution. It's just with our old process of cart picking and lots of labor, it's hard to scale. It's hard to push things through quickly, without getting too complex. But moving to this solution where we're min-maxing the inventory in the field, inventory resides in the field, the process from our ERP to our WMS to GO is very quick now. We can just move orders so much faster at scale that we couldn't do before.
I think one of the biggest things that optimization has changed outside of the labor is inventory management. It's a much cleaner process for us to manage inventory. When you have an open pick system and somebody walks by and doesn't scan out an item, it allows for a lot of issues. Somebody picks up an item, puts it back in the wrong place because they realize it's the incorrect item. We don't have that anymore. You're required to scan in, scan out, and then it's just not an open floor where people can put things wherever they like.
We can scale a couple different ways if we need to from an output. Let's say it's Cyber Monday. We can run all 14 stations doing pick, and that brings us a lot of excess capacity very quickly. We can run a 10-hour shift, and a 10-hour shift would give us an extra, running 10 stations pick, about 9,000 units, about 4,500 units an hour. So you can basically, by flipping stations to 1 function versus 2, bring a lot of scale, and then running just an extra hour or 2, you really just, it picks up really quickly. We actually find that it's better to do that than to try to work a Saturday or a Sunday, kind of starting up the process. Is just work an extra hour or 2. GO can scale really well. The investment we made here is going to make us a trusted partner for all of our channel partners, because they know if they give us an order, we return it very quickly, it'll have high accuracy and less damage, right? So that's really important for a trusted channel partner. If you're we employ about 120 salespeople out there on the road selling our products. Knowing that you have this backing you in terms of delivering products to your clients, you just feel more confident walking into that appointment. If you give me an order and present it, I'm going to ship it very quickly. It's going to be accurate, damage-free, those kinds of things. So, from an employee, it's very valuable also to have a GreyOrange solution back.
Original projections put us at under 2 years for an ROI. And that's one of the things that really motivated us, because it is a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. And then to get everyone to buy in and deal with your labor force in that process, but ultimately the ROI made sense on paper.
At the heart of what we do, we sell products, and we have to ship those products to all of our customers, be it a wholesale customer, a Wayfair customer, an Amazon customer, or one of our direct-to-consumer. And so that delivery experience and that speed, it's almost table stakes now. And so you have to invest, in my opinion, in some type of automation in your distribution center to achieve those goals.
I think without moving forward with automation, it really puts you in a place to not be competitive in the market. And so if you are looking to be competitive in today's world, you need to consider some level of automation.
Do your diligence, do your site visits, understand there's a technical lift here that you may not have had before. Understand your products and how they would fit and configure in an MSU and how they would come out of an MSU. You got to have a good data game around your products. A couple other things I'd look at. I mean, definitely do some site visits and then spend a lot of time looking at your products and the quality of your data and how that would push up against GreyOrange.
The future of Evergreens and the process now, I can see it's going further. I can see a lot of promising in the company as growth. And I think everybody will be happy to see the change in the company.